Truth man here, listen, jobs are stepping stones. And I did a short about this for those of you who can't really sit through the long term videos. And my thing is this. Something wrong with you if you come on here with any content creator disagreeing with them and you didn't watch the whole video. You never know what they're gonna say at the end. There's something wrong with you. Like you dealing with some narcissism, some ignorance or something. But people try to do that all the time, and it's not just me. They doing it to all the rest of us YouTube content creators as well. But let me get into why I say this. Disclaimer. Shout out to Mr. Keep It Simple. I told y'all, he got some nuggets, man. I said, I'm done. I'm done. Because 1 minute, you'll be listening to him. You'll be like, just ready to let him have it. Then the next minute, you'll be like, you know what, man? That's just how he is, man. I just can't, man. And dude. But his saying is 9 to 5s save lives. That's him. That's his. It ain't mine. It's his. So, and that's true. Like a lot of dudes stay out of trouble, stay out of jail when they got a job. They could be out here making that fat. Hey, listen, man, when I tell you that money is fast, when you got the clientele and the connections, it is fast. Believe me when I tell you. But you can make it happen other ways. You ain't got to be out here. I ain't gonna even name them because then they'll try to shadow ban me. Selling F or selling H or selling C or any of the rest. Selling P pills. You can make it happen other ways, man. I mean, if you good with numbers, you can make it happen from gambling. I know them church folks be trying to condemn you to hell. Listen, man. Listen to me. Listen. A lot of that stuff they teaching is not line upon line, precept upon precept. There's nothing evil about going to a casino unless you going to rob it or something. A casino, the only difference with a casino and a carnival is you can win money. At a carnival, you might win stuffed animals, but most carnivals, they got some games and you might can win money. But those games is probably rigged even more than the casino. I mean, this is the hypocrisy of people. It's only a few differences between a carnival and a casino, just like it's only few differences between a gold digger and an OnlyFans girl. But back on subject, though, we talking about jobs. Jobs. Because ain't nothing going on but the rent. But listen, job stepping stones, man. They'll get you a car, they'll get you a house. But most of y'all, if you ain't got connections, it ain't gonna get you no mansion. It ain't gonna get you no yacht. We live in the United States of America. A few different moves, and we got a yacht. We got a mansion. We got a waterfront property. We got whatever. We got Rolexes. What's that other one? The AP watch? A few different moves. You know, you gotta. I'm gonna break down why I say jobs are stepping stones. Jobs, if your job, if all you do is work a job, then you ain't even dreaming. You ain't even dreaming. You ain't even got no goals. Anybody could go apply, get a job, paycheck. Okay. It don't take much thought. Like you might have to have a little thought depending on what job you're doing. But it don't take much thought to go get a job. But it take thought to become a millionaire, cash. I ain't talking about, my house is worth. No, I'm talking about you got $1 million in cash. in the bank or in a vault somewhere. 2 million, 5 million, 10 million. Y'all want to talk about the Illuminati and all this stuff? I mean, yeah, it's levels to this money thing. But you can get up there and grab you a couple of these million. Now, some club, they might not accept you into some of their club, but who cares? If you fishing off the pier in your backyard, what difference do it make? If you watching the fish hop out of the water on your back porch with a good book and a couple pork chops over rice and gravy on your deck, you really care if they don't want you in their club? Dude, I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't really focus on I'll teach you about that stuff, but I don't really focus on that. I'm just trying to get my piece of the pie and my piece of mind. So, but a job, man, think about it. I told y'all, man, my last job, I made $30 an hour. Living in Milwaukee, you would think, oh, he doing good. But look what I had to deal with. Getting mandatory all the time. Finna show you something. Finna show you what I'm talking about. Getting mandatory all the time. Getting talked to like we all, you know, like let's say a football team is always losing at halftime. They used to talk like we was a team that's always losing. Always trailing in the game. In a roll call. And then they'll come over there and they won't say, oh, yeah, that's good. That's good. A couple of them would, but a lot of them didn't. All they want to do is criticize. For $30 an hour, I could sell popcorn in the right place and make more than that. I could sell hot dogs, brats, in the right spot and make more than that. See, your spot, your location is very important when it comes to money making. And I'm going to talk about that tomorrow, the difference between making money and earning money. I'm going to talk about that, man. I'm going to show you the difference, man. See, people be around here because they know a bunch of people is broke. So they get a little job, they stay on their job, they're able to get a few more things than if they didn't have that job. And so now they got their nose in the air. But man, if you go to the ATM and leave your receipt, it ain't gonna be high. I be looking at them, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I told y'all, I'm just this much messy. How people be acting like if they leave their receipt in the ATM and I'm going to it, I look at it. And the highest I seen on a receipt was $19,000. And I done looked at hundreds of receipts. Most of them be 380, it be low. Why? Because they trying to make a job the source of their money, the money making, earning, whatever. Like I said, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. But it's like they don't got hardly nothing left. You can't even, a lot of these jobs, you're not going to even barely be able to buy anything. And you're going to be dealing with a boss that's bringing their problems to work, a lot of them. You're going to be dealing with coworkers that's indifferent, that's looking down and shooting down on you. They think they know you so much. Just because y'all work together don't mean you know them like that. And then they got that little high school atmosphere where I F with him, but I don't F with him. Dude, you can save it for a different David. I'm going to tell you flat out. Because when I work a job, I don't look at it like that. Yeah, I'll get in there and I'll be respectful and polite with everyone, especially my superiors, the supervisors. But the whole time I'm looking at it like, okay, how much I'm gonna make? Okay, bam. Okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And I'm going to stay there however long I feel like I need to or want to. But the whole time, I'm focused on business, writing books, selling merchandise, doing this, doing that. Why? Because I'm up here. I'm up here. Jobs are matrix. Wealth is not matrix unless you got the other factors all mixed up. Like if you just get money to separate yourself from the pack, that's not matrix at all. Where you can go places and do things where you're not even hardly seeing nobody or not seeing people at all. That's going to be peace. That's going to be serene. Whereas you living in a projects or something, making $11 an hour and the hallway smell like piss, excuse my language. I mean, sometime where you live is going to show you what financial state you in. Where you live is going to show you. And you hear pop, 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 pop. When you hear all day, you ain't there yet. Because in the suburbs, the rich suburbs of the United States, the police officers, they got their phone. They just camped out somewhere making sure nobody speeds if it's a crash. Because people with money tend to act differently. They do. Like some of them, they'll look down on, like I'm never going to look down on the poor. But the richer I get, the less I'm going to see them, though. Because you don't know what they might try to put you in the trunk or something. Jobs are stepping stones. Job gonna get you a little apartment, little matchbox house where you can't even get a king size in the house without, to get you a little couple things, man. Couple outfits, make you feel a little good about yourself, but you ain't gonna get that big stuff. You ain't gonna get the Rolex chain. You ain't gonna get unless you just take all of your money on it or you live with somebody or something. It's supposed to be stepping stone. Jobs is supposed to be the initial training. Like it's almost like when a baby is starting to use the bathroom on a potty. That's what jobs supposed to do. I told somebody yesterday, I said, I don't care if I was a brain surgeon, I still would do DoorDash. You know why? Because I'm not doing no one thing. If I was making, let's say I was a brain surgeon and I'm making $500,000 after taxes a year, I'm still gonna do DoorDash, and I'm not even gonna touch it. I'm gonna be adding that to it too, just throwing that in the bank. Oh, another 100, another 100, another 100, 200, 300, 400. That's how you got to look at it. That's how they got rich, man. Think about the Kevin O'Learys and Mark Cubans and all them. They ain't got no one thing. They'll sell a business and create 5. That's why they so rich. Think about it. You got 10 businesses. One of them, 2 of them, even 3 or more gonna pop. Y'all be working one job. You are dirty. Check. $846.56. Next week, $846.56. Next week, $840. Dude, you're not prospering. This how you know you prosper. 1 week, $846.50. Next week, $1,094. Now, is that going to happen with a job? No. They're going to lock you into a salary or they're going to lock you into a wage. That's why it's stepping stone for people who know what I'm talking about. He ain't even did this, he ain't did that. Listen, just because you not there yet don't mean you don't know what to do. I'm making my way there. Hey, listen. I I ain't gonna put nothing out no more. I promise you, man. I ain't gonna do that today, man. I ain't gonna do that today, man. Let me show you something though. When I was making $30 an hour, I wasn't paying $66 for no food, maybe once a week. But when you getting paid every day, you got this coming from over here, you got that coming, you know how to pull money from places, you know how to do. You'll be down 1 minute and up the next. Up the next. Listen, man. The way I think financially, up is the only way. Unless something happens to me, then, I'm still up because I'm going up there with the Most High. Or if I'm still here and I have a health scare or health issue, that's the only way. If I'm healthy and the money is still circulating in the U.S., I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Yeah, I'm going to get it. Listen, you can't stop me. Can't. Because, and like I heard somebody say, you got to be somewhat cutthroat. If you ain't cutthroat and shrewd in business, you ain't going to have it like that. I'm the type of person, you think you going to take my money from me one way? I'm going to create 2-3 different ways that you don't even know about. That's why you can't tell people everything. You can't tell people everything, and you have to have a will. Because you want your money to go to people who loved you and respect you. I don't care. If your kids wasn't dealing with you, you should not leave your money to them. I don't give a F. If your kids just cut you off and was cool with stepdaddy Sam, I wouldn't leave them my money. And let's say you're a pastor and you got a church and they just always supporting, just helping you. I leave my money to a church before I leave it to a kid that was cool with stepdaddy Sam and kind of distant themselves from me. We never know why those celebrities be doing that. I'm not the type of person that's going to take it easy on somebody just because. I'm going to go by what you do. I'm going to go by what you say. It's simple as that. Now, I wouldn't suggest that nobody relies on a pension unless you just don't want money like that and you just want to just make, I'm on a fixed income. You want to talk like that, then go right ahead. I don't want to talk like that. I want to be like, oh, I got my pension from company A while I'm still doing this thing, that thing, this thing, that thing. You get a pension and you just keep it in your wallet. But most of the time, I'm cashing them things out. Only way I said I'm going to get a self-employment pension. I'm going to get one of them. And then I'm going to build it up enough to where they'll be paying me out every month. But I'm not going to rely on it. I rely on earning today. What can I do today? That's why I play the lotto. You hear me? You hear me, you little Fruit Loop Christians? Little evil, passive-aggressive Jezebels? Yeah, I play the lottery and I go to the casino. I play the fantasy league. What you gonna do about it? Misquote scripture, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. If you don't pay your tithe, your energy gonna go. Look, tithing wasn't money. Next. So, you never know. I look at that as a job. I look at it as a job studying them numbers. That's a job, man. Dude, I've been hit $3,000-$4,000 before you make $4,000. I'm just saying. You'll be plugging away at your job. 3 weeks in, you ain't made $4,000. Somebody come along that know how to play them numbers and have been hit $4,000. Just walking around free. Oh, 4,000. But I wouldn't even rely on that all the way. That's just part of it. That's part of it. But I look at it as more than a stepping stone, though. Like, if you know what you're doing, I done seen those hit millions on sports betting, all type of stuff. What's the dude with all the tattoos that they scared of him in the casino? He done made millions playing blackjack. Have you made millions from your job? No, you haven't. Unless you Giannis or SGA or somebody. You ain't making no millions from no job, but your goal should be to make millions. Your goal should be to make millions, man. You cheating your kids and you cheating yourself by not aiming. Your aim should be in your work life to have $2 million or more. If you aiming less than that, keep your dick, excuse my language, in your pants, sir. And who cares what your wife talking about? She'll try to lock you into a job because she a coward. Because she saw her father doing that. And her father ain't rich. Some of them, they may have money. They not rich working no job. She wants you to be like him. And she can't even call him and get whatever she need without him going broke. That's how it be, man. He'll be like, I'm not gonna keep helping you because you can't. This is the end all be all with jobs, man. But if you think about it, you got millions of dollars. Somebody like your grandson come to you with a business idea. You can pull out 50,000, throw him a bag with 50,000 in and be like, go see if you can make it happen then. But if you fail, don't come back. You'll learn how to budget. Use your job as stepping stone. But anyway, man. You're not. Let me tell you something. The way that a job has you thinking and rationing out money, that alone is going to keep you from becoming rich or wealthy. You'd be like, oh, okay, well, I need a car. You go right to the sticker window because that's all you can do. You're a job working ninja. When you got them millions, though, it's going to be a different experience going to a car lot. I could just see it now. Like me going to a car lot as a millionaire. Be like, I want this one. And I want it for this price. When you got a job, they trying to give you a gray car or that beige color with no rims and you got to let the window down like this. And they want you to pay for that for 5 years. The devil is a liar. And be like, well, you got to prove for this one. Be lying through their teeth. You rich. Be like, look, man. Do you want to sell a car today? Remember how DMX was on that movie? That's how you be when you rich. You trying to sell a car today or you trying to help somebody else sell a car today? I'm a polite, generous guy. But if you try to judge me based on me being black, that's going to turn me off. Be like, I want this one. Well, how do you plan on paying for this? Give me the car, man. Is the car for sale? I amp up now. This the one I want. I'm gonna pay cash for it. You sure about that? We can't take your cash. You can't take my cash. Look, man, I ain't coming back. So if I can't pay cash, what you want me to put it on my American Express Black? See, when you rich, you gonna get. Charisma was telling me about the Chase Sapphire. You gonna get this stuff, man. You a job working ninja. They gonna give you a Kia, and they gonna crunch your stuff. They gonna. Now you gotta still pay for the car. You know how I know? Do you want to know how I know? Because that's how they did me. That's how they did me. When you rich, you probably okay, my daughter's just starting to drive. I'll get her a Kia. I wouldn't even my daughter start driving, I'm a millionaire. And they not gonna be driving no Kia unless it's the top of the line Kia. They're gonna be driving a Lexus truck or a Rover, Range Rover or some stuff. See, y'all won't think like that. I don't even want nothing going forward. I don't want nothing else to do. I'm gonna either influence you to think like me or higher, or I'm not gonna deal with you. I'm not, because all you gonna do is just keep asking me for money when we can get money, both of us. But you gotta get out of that job thing. Like people think about it. You lose your job, but you got other stuff going. Like I got DoorDash, all that. People be like, I ain't doing no DoorDash. Man, what if I didn't have it? They'll be on the job practically like, you're a punk. Okay, sir. Excuse my language, but you a bitch ass nigga. You'll be like that. That's how jobs do you today. They might not use those words, but that's how they do. That's how he tried to do me. Like, man, I will whoop your ass. I'm sorry. You can't whoop me, and you trying to act like somebody's scared. Nigga, I'm trying to keep the job and not go to jail. Dude, I was talking to those guys. They was like, it's 60 of us. It's 60 of us, Howard. I said, man, I don't mean this disrespectfully. I said, but how you know any of y'all can whoop me? We jump you. I mean, you jump me, but you try to jump me, I'm going to run out the door and lock it. I ain't no fool. I'm not finna fight 60 people like this a karate movie. That's a movie. No. I'm going to be like, dun, 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 dun. He's a track star. In a different way, pause. I'm out of there. But anyway, y'all, I don't know. Maybe more videos to come. This is how you got to do these job-minded ASS ninjas, man. When you thinking high and they start, yeah, but, ain't nothing wrong with a good job. You right, but guess what? This conversation's over.